Hello guys, I hope you're doing absolutely amazing. So this is a Platinum Ana game where they really struggle on all aspects of the kit. I go over basically everything, but the main thing that was kind of like the crux of this game, kind of like the peak of it, was the team fight where she got literally everything wrong. From positioning, from target priority, her cooldown usage, her nano usage, everything happened all at once. And I kind of went in a little bit deep on her. I am a bit sorry. But yeah, have a great day. See you soon. Hope you enjoy the game. So this is Daft Cookie, 2900 Ana player. The intro to this game is, I felt like I played pretty good. Enemy stops to full cheese in second round attack, and we couldn't deal with it. Felt like I missed some opportunities and was pretty bound to healing tanks since they took so much damage. Should I switch or let my tanks potentially die for a flank sweep or something like that? Side note, got put in a ME server, I'm not sure what ME is, with 200 millisecond ping. Yikes, sucks for you. I get put in Middle Eastern servers quite often and it is awful. 160-ish ping. Terrible. Oh, ME is Middle East. Well, I don't know. I don't know what things are. Don't at me. Okay, so the comp is Grav Dragon Nanoblade with a Mercy this time. Do you know what the Mercy does? Well, the Mercy fucks off with the Hanzo and goes take a high ground. So this is Grav Dragon Nanoblade without much support for your Rein Zarya lineup. In their comp, they have Grav Dragon but with a Torb and a Mercy, so the Torb's the only swap. The Torb is a lot more frontline pressure instead of the Genji, but you give up the Nanoblade. They're fairly similar comps. They're pretty much straight up, pretty much the ladder meta at the moment. And it has been more or less the meta for ages. What you're actually playing is the meta from back when you could damage boost the dragon. Give up the Nanoblade for the Nano Hammer. There's no real winners. No, the Torbjorn team wins. Let's be clear about that. Cool. Don't see anything too bad here. You want to hold close. Your Rein got a little bit away from you. Be very careful with that. You need to, like, when you pull back, you need to still be getting yourself in the most aggressive position you can do. If your Rein gets out of your line of sight for like half a second, you dead. Well, he dead. We need the nade to heal up because we kind of lost him for a bit, so we can't aggressively push their Rein. So what we should be looking for with this, when we're playing Ana, is we should be looking for the sleep dart hit confirm onto their shield in order to get them antied in terms of their Reinhardt. So we need to look for their projected. Once their projected is gone, when we think they're going to drop shield, we just throw a sleep dart at their shield. And we got 2 chances to get an anti on them. If you get the sleep, you confirm into the anti, then you can throw the anti later, or you can save it for a emergency situation. Unfortunately, you use yours a little bit early. Melee can also bait out projected. It can do, but realistically, I don't think this high plat Zarya player is really going to be actively thinking about anti. Sure, some people do, but for the most part, people have just turned off their brain and are botting out in this lobby. So we're getting behind on healing, and when we get behind on healing, we have to use our resources defensively instead of offensively. We don't like this. So instead of doing that next sleep dart, instead of doing that next healing bolt, I would have just pumped a sleep dart into their Rein and crossed my fingers it hit. Projector is gone. It's a good thing you didn't do what I suggested, because I would have literally just tried to sleep that Rein right now. Come on. And we miss our chance. We get far enough behind on the healing that we need to use an aggressive nade in order to keep the Rein up. Good news is we've got effing Nano, and Nano can win a fight really easily when it's used aggressively. They have nothing, we have Nano. Let's win the fight. Nano, 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 nano. You've lost your advantage. Why have you lost your advantage? Because their Mercy now has Valk. Okay, so you're not in an even trade where you can just be one ultimate up. You're now in an ultimate fight. And you might have gained advantage anyway because you got to pick early. But the rationale still applies. You should have been nanoing when I first started saying nano immediately in order to kill that, like, force damage into that Reinhardt and kill. Like, I don't care that you saved nano here. I want to guarantee this first point take. First point, attack or defense in Overwatch matters a lot. It doesn't just matter. Yeah, ult alarm, ding, 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 ding. It doesn't just matter for in terms of winning the game, in terms of winning the point. It matters in terms of the morale of your team. The morale of your team is very, very important. If their team gets absolutely slam-diddly crushed on this first point, and I didn't just say that, then they will be screwed for the rest of the game. They might even swap off if they get completely crushed. So you need to make them feel bad. How do you make them feel bad? Ult directly into them on the first. Ult directly into them. Clip it. I don't care. Ult directly into them. Completely crush them on first. Don't even give them an option. Make them feel like they're completely screwed. First point matters so much in Overwatch for so many more other things. Morale, the only reason top ammo is ever used. No, it's used because it's a strategy. Damn. It's basically a Reinhardt hammer. I think it still hits 75, doesn't it? So it's worse than Reinhardt hammer now, which is sad. They should have buffed Torb's hammer damage when they buffed Reinhardt hammer damage. I think that's a main buff they've missed out. But Blizzard can't balance anything, can they? So Torb's weakness is his hammer. Do you always think about using it? I want to see the enable the Torb comp with just a Symmetra teleporter, a Zarya to bubble him, and Anna to, like, pocket him, a Mercy to damage boost him with, like, nano and damage boost, and then just him running around with Lucio to Oh no, you can't stack Lucio, Anna, and Mercy. Yeah, not gonna work. What's a good thing our team won without us? I like that you're staying back, by the way. This is fine. Absolutely fine to stay back. If they lose this fight, at least they've charged some of Valk. His hammer is like the equivalent of taking out your knife in CSGO or Valorant. Yeah, it is. It genuinely is. Michael Jordan treatment, except it's a small Swedish meatball. Glam diddly crushed. It has been clipped. That is now on the internet in perpetuity. I'm so happy about that. He was already in the graph when you nanoed him, but good effort. Alright, dude. If we're looking for the nano blade, when do we use it? That's the main question. If I can get 2x speed, I'll show you. When do we use nano blade? We use it now. Now. Genji dashes up. You nano him. Genji dashes over. Slam. They're just dead. What we don't allow is for these extra couple of seconds. 1, 2, 3. 3 seconds later, they've already grabbed because they got close enough to us. You should know they're going for grab. You should know. Like, this is the thing they've been trying to do. This is how they're going to engage. They've lost that Hanzo, which is a bit shit for them. But that was how they win the team fight. So whenever you have Nanoblade and they have grab, you engage really aggressively onto them. Because generally the Genji can get a kill or two before the grab actually happens, even if they just grab the Nanoblade. Yep, we good. Oh look, and the Molten Core is feeding you. Yeah, I love them taking charge from the... Oh, Dragon. Excellent. Well, I hope he's swapping. Or Torb. Or Hanzo. He swaps? No? Yeah, he swapped. Okay, cool. I mean, fair enough. He doesn't think he's doing enough on Hanzo. I kind of agree. Never mind, what a coward. Yeah, swapping off Torb, pretty much a throw pick, isn't it? What are we doing here? We are aggressively nanoing this Reinhardt in order to murder people. The Reinhardt is in the position we want him for the nano. Right now, all we should be thinking about is nanoing him. This is all we should care about. We're at 86%. I want to nano the Rhine. We are not waiting for the goddamn blade. We're not waiting for it. We got Grav Dragon that's going to come up eventually anyway. Everything's out of rotation. We just want to use our ults as we get them. They swap. They're completely screwed in terms of ult economy. Just use it. And then you unscope and you get the nano on the Rhine. And the Rhine's like swing, swing, swing. They dead. We dueling the Winston now? Why when the Winston jumped, didn't you just go around here and start going to your team so you could do something? Why are you dueling him? Like, just a bit bizarre that he went away as well. Crazy. Okay. We were saving our nano for next round, I see. Oh god, it's a 24-minute game. Darth Cookie, why you give me 24-minute games? Yeah, I agree. Pikachu face. Well, you've earned yourself 1.5 times speed. No, I'm kidding. I'll go down to 1 for the fights. So, we're Ana on the high ground. This is what I always fear when I'm playing with a Mercy player. This Mercy is a bot. Okay? This Mercy is, like, I don't even think there's a player behind here. This person's probably just going to stay on the Reinhardt the entire game. Let's just watch the Mercy for a bit. That Mercy's a bot. This is why I always fear having a Mercy main on my team in the lower ranks, because they have no idea what they're doing. What is Mercy's job here? What should you do here? You should be over here, pocketing the DPS, and allowing them to take the off angle. And Ana should be healing the tanks. Ana should not be healing the DPS and you heal the main tanks. You know why? Because you're going to charge your ultimates at exactly the same point. Always going to charge them exactly the same point. If you're pocketing the DPS, Ana's just going to get a nano first, and you're going to use it first, and you're going to win the first fight. But you're kind of in a situation where their Rhine's got a double pocket heal. But he's still getting screwed because he's just pressing W. 2, 1. How are you this far down in ammo at this point? Like, this is bad ammo usage. 7. Reload. 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 1 heal. Reload. Reload. Reload and then nade the Rhine. I think you want to cancel that reload there into a nade. Yeah, so this is the tech that Anas don't really know. And I don't know why they don't know it, because it is a very common thing. Every time you reload, the ammo gets put back in your clip halfway through the reload, right? And if you have nade up, you can use nade to cancel that reload animation. Nade will then buffer the period that you're reloading in by just giving you a large burst of healing after that. So if you're really low on resources, everyone's taking damage, you can't really afford the time for the reload. Yeah, you can just buffer the reload. So 4, 3, 2, 1, reload, nade, left click. Rhine goes immediately up to full health instead of like being a bit risky. What you've done there is just let him get very low in a situation where you're going to have to use the nade anyway. I could see here that you were going to have to nade. You're going to have to who was just getting too low. He was playing way too aggressive. I wouldn't be scoping here either. Yeah, small things though. One thing at a time with some people. We completely missed the nade. Jesus Christ. Like, holy bugger. Yeah. So, missing that nade pretty much lost us this fight, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, missing that nade lost us the fight. Now Anna gets our Genji because he's terrible, but that was going to happen anyway. Ryan backs off all the way to the corner. Ryan should be here. He should not be playing scared right now. There, Ryan would be at a disadvantage. There, Anna had to use her nade to duel the Genji, so you should be at an advantage in terms of health. Then they just get to heal up and walk through because your Ryan's not pressuring them. So this is the way that you could have made a difference in this team fight. Definitely could have made a difference. The fact that you didn't buffer your reload with the nade really screwed you. And when I say buffer, I don't mean buffer as in like make it shoot directly after. I mean buffer as in cover the reload, the lack of healing due to the reload, if you get what I mean. So what have we got? We've got bullshit coming at us. Unfortunately, they won first fight, and in Grav Dragon Nanoblade team comps, unfortunately, we end up a bit screwed. Because they will just have this faster. They'll have this faster. We've got Valk. Hopefully she uses Valk now. Now. Please use Valk now. She Valks to go to high ground, which she should have been on at the start. Yeah, your Mercy is unfortunately a bot. And playing with bot Mercies is really difficult because the Mercy is just going to main heal regardless. And if you swap off to someone that can actually do more, you're probably just going to get people yelling at you and blaming you for lack of healing. Like, if you swap off to Zen, it's a little bit too less healing to actually matter. People are going to die on the off angles, but at least you can pocket them with the orb. Swap off to Bap, I think, is the most reasonable character because you can put on quite a lot of DPS pressure at the same time as healing people on the flanks. I think that's the main swap I'd recommend. And it is very difficult when you've got a Mercy playing badly. And I don't think I fully understood that before I was at like 2,800, 2,900 for like 20 games. Did I realize how bad the Mercy players were at that rank? But playing Anna gets really difficult when you've got a bad counterpart. Bap is a lot more stable as a character when you've got a bad counterpart. Yay! Good stuff. Quite a lot of the time, Anna's theoretically better than Bap. That's the problem. Anna's better. But if you've got a Mercy that's main healing with an Anna, you're going to struggle. You're going to have a struggling time. Like, the hands with the Mercy should be up here right now. They should never be on main. They should be pushing a different angle, covering the high ground. But instead, you just got bots. At any higher rank, they just be higher. You are very, as Kat said, you are very reliant on your scope. So it felt like I missed some opportunities and was pretty bound to healing tanks since they took so much damage. Should I switch or let my tank potentially die for a flank sleep or something like that? Definitely not. You are the main healer. This is your job. You're fine doing this. Don't worry about tank healing. Sure, doing a little flank for a nade, not a sleep, is a good option. But, like, you are the tank healer. Like, if you're gone for very long, your tanks are just going to die. So right now, you know what I said about hit confirming an anti onto shield? You should be looking for this. Your Ryan's at an advantage. What the hell is that sound? Your Ryan's at an advantage in the shield duel. So, if we just throw a random effing sleep at their shield, occasionally, like 50-50 chance that their Ryan's going to drop shield. And what happens when their Ryan drops shield? He gets slept, we just throw the nade right in, and he's dead. He's just dead. I get it. They've got 2 flankers. They're pretty scary. But your nade's a much more powerful tool than your sleep to deal with flankers. Especially in this kind of a situation where you know the Genji's location, you know the Tracer's on the left, you probably know you're okay for a while. You can still do this, as long as they don't have high ground above you and you're going to need an emergency. I think Ana players at this rank get a lot more value from using their sleep to potentially kill a Reinhardt than they do through crossing their fingers they hit it on our flanker. And if you miss the sleep, you've still got your nade. You've still got your nade to protect you. And we don't throw the nade unless we hit the sleep. The nade was terrible, right? What do we use our nade on? We use our nade on the grav, right? Ana's one of the characters that needs to know potentially the most about other people. Alright, I'm gonna head out. It was fun getting insulted by y'all. Alright, love you, Karma. See you soon. Yep, the nade's going here. Bad nade. Nope, we get res. See you, Karma. Have a good night. God, that Echo's so bad. She's so bad at controlling this. She literally just uses flight and just flies directly into your team and doesn't even think about it. She's just full diving onto you. But then, when she's out of flight, she suddenly realizes she's out and starts pressing the S button and gets herself caught on a rock. Like, that Ana's terrible. That Echo's terrible. That Shatter's out. Ooh. That's cool. I think we died early enough that we can contest. But we committed the... Unfortunately, we committed the nano, and therefore we're out of an ult rotation. Like, if you're gonna commit the nano, you have to win the fight. Because if you don't, you're screwed. That's basically how Grav Dragon Nanoblade kind of comps work. I call it a Grav Dragon Nanoblade because you have the Grav and a Pulse, and then you have the Nanoblade. So, like, what I mean is a DPS with an ult into a Grav. I'd still call Doomfist Grav Dragon. I still call them the same things because he's just gonna shit damage into the ult. Even though he is a worse Grav Dragon. Cool. Okay. I don't mind any of this. But you've been fine. Positioning's a little bit far forward here. Like, we want to be far enough forward that we can push in if our Rhine does. But other than that, we don't really care about him. Nice anti. It matters. Like, that really matters. That was good. Their Doom's won. And he's had to get out because of it. Now that they have a Doomfist on their team, you really do need to save your sleep a little bit longer. Hello, Ralph. Cats, what's up? Hydration time. I'm almost out of water. It's the last of my water. Get more? I can't. I'm physically unable to. The tap's like over that. Oh, no, 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 no. Oh. What is this clown car? Have a look at this. Excellent. Good job, Ryan. I'm glad I nanoed you. Nice shatter. Oh, God. Bastion, stop it. We were trying to make cats unhappy, and now I have to get more water. Alright, I guess I'll eat it. You guys stupid. We. I used the Queen's Wii. Yeah, that rhyme's terrible and he just shattered a random area. You know, I guess I was right. Nanoing the McCree would have been a better play because Reinhardt completely missed his shatter. But yeah, when we're back here, your Rhine should have blocked the shatter. But I get it. It's a more stable play. They've already nanoed into their Rhine. You need to nano back into your Rhine to keep him alive. I think my instinct would have said nano the McCree, though. See how the McCree's doing. I think in reality it would have gone fine for you. But there's always the alternate universe where that Reinhardt actually hits a good shatter and you're screwed anyway. So I think Saved by the Bell kind of situation here. Even if you just shattered your Rhine, I think you're pretty screwed. Against Doomfist or Ball, I prefer saving my sleep. Against most other flankers, I prefer saving my nade, if I have to save one. Saving your nade is a lot more effective because you can always use your sleep to hit confirm on a shield into nade, and that's going to be more value than saving your own life or protecting yourself with a nade. And if you don't have to save your sleep, you can just hit it into a shield on cooldown. Where's Peggy? Is Peggy here? What?
Thank you.
Oh.
Thank you.
Well, you made me look and you made me sad because there's no Peggy. I miss Peggy now. First off you missed, second off you were a little bit early. Yeah. If Doomfist wasn't bold, he would have got slept right there. Wow. The closest miss I've seen on sleep dart in a while.
Healed up. Get back in the fight.
Go. Things are happening. I went too fast. We're close to nano, which means we're using nano as soon as it's done. Your Rhine goes in a little bit too deep. Your Doomfist's already dead. Cool, they're using nano on their Rhine. You need to counter with your Rhine, but you miss the timing. Yeah, that was an instant nano on our Rhine. You completely messed that up. You have all your resources, and your Rhine's already dead. That's you fucking up, not anyone else. You should have stayed on this angle. Give you the best angle on. Hello, darling. No, you can't escape. Oh, tasty. Peggy. Jeez. Yeah, the dreamies. Come on. Come on, darling. Come on. Oh, you want it over there. You don't want to have to come up for them. Okay. Peggy's shy today. Don't want to be on camera. So, you just stayed on this angle. One shot into the Rhine here and instantly nanoed him. Sorry, I would have taken it. Yeah, sure. But we just wait till here. And we're fine. Instant nano on the Rhine. I think you should have actually just backed off to about here. It gives you a reasonable out this way. Like, that's not a bad out. But I think you're already so committed to this fight that you're in a bad position. You ideally should have obviously been over here, but you just, like, way overextended. Oh, she's so cute. She did not want to be up here, though. Beth brought her, but she's gone.
You're not getting rid of me that. Move up at my position.
Okay. I might experiment for a few days with just doing shorter VODs and just trying to find something to improve with people's play and then just leaving it at that. Karma has left. What are you on about? Is the boy spying on the people in the chat? Shows that they're watching him. Well, don't call her out. She probably wants to watch it in private. She probably doesn't want to talk to us. She says she's going away, which is fine. Relax. Respect people's privacy, goddamn. Can I get to 1x speed at any point this year? There you go. So they're playing... So neither team's playing Grav Dragon, nano kind of stuff. You're both on kind of like the mid-range DPS. They're on Pharmacy. Cool. But you're both in the Ana Rhyme Wars. I don't think you contributed to the Ana Rhyme War at all. Like, I haven't liked your play into this Ana Rhyme War really much at all. Like, you just have not got a single anti on their Rhyme. Your healing on your Rhyme's been a little bit lackluster because you haven't done things like your reload cancelling into your nade. You haven't kept your Rhyme high enough to keep rolling, quite frankly. You haven't provided the pocket you need in order to have him stay in the fight. You're currently DPSing. Your Ryan is there, cannot go in until he gets healed. He wants to go in. Why don't you enable him to do that? I get it, you're still in the poke phase. Why are we taking an aggressive angle here when we need to be back here? What are we going to do? Poke into here when they push? Are we seriously going to do that? What? So we're going to not heal them the entire rotation through here? We need to be here. We do not need to be on this aggressive angle. Why are you DPSing? You're crazy. So we've used 3 of our clip just DPSing. We're currently on 8, 7, 6, 5. Reload. Ryan's currently lacking loads of resources here. Remember, his armor is his most important section of health. You keep him in his armor, he's just going to take less damage. Miss one shot. This is me being properly critical of it. Like, I give people a slide because I know mechanics are difficult and priorities are difficult. But you've just botted yourself from here where you should be all the way over here for no reason in particular when it gives you no advantage. Their Farah's dead. Oh. Yeah, she's dead. So you're completely at no risk whatsoever from standing over here. And your Rhines took no healing from you whatsoever. And now he's been antied on low health instead of high health. Like, obviously that's his mistake getting antied, but he should have been like 75% health. There's no reason for him to be low here. And now he dies. So, like, this is entirely preventable if you were just playing Ana like how she's meant to be, where you're pocketing the Ryan, you're keeping him high. You basically don't ever miss a sleep dart on him in the clip if you're playing Ana properly. And then, because you're putting out so much healing onto the Ryan, you slam nano into him the moment you get it and you win the fight. That's how it plays. They had more upfront healing. They slammed the nano on faster. They got an anti on your Ryan. They won. What did you do with your cooldowns here? Let's see what you do with your cooldowns during this fight. Oh, we're saving them for a rainy day fund. They have no flankers. You do not need this sleep. You do not need this nade. So Ana should nano on cooldown if it wins the fight. Yeah, 100%. The only objective in the game of Overwatch is winning a team fight. If you think there's any chance of Nano winning a team fight, and it's not overcommitting to a stupid fight or something like that, slam it immediately into a tank. Like, there's no reason to ever, like, stop. As I said earlier, you need to use your sleep on this Reinhardt in order to hit confirm into an anti-nade. Like, that is a very important part of Anna's kit. Let's see, when could we have done it? Rein's down the right flank, sleep immediately here. I don't care if it hits the Zarya, I don't care if it hits the Rein. You need to sleep immediately down this sight line. No sleep comes out. That would have hit the Rein. After that, we put a healing nade into it. Or we don't, or we just save the healing nade to save our Reinhardt. Our Reinhardt walks a little bit too far forwards, but he should have been at high health anyway. He should be safe. So our Reinhardt's still alive. Sleeps way too late. God, that anti's long. We're still back here, so we put the nade into our Rein and we keep him up. They can't grab us because we're not standing in the middle of their fucking team. We're all the way back here, so we're safe. And we're still in a fight. The Nano's already been put into our Reinhardt's fighting. This is the difference between a good Ana positioning, a good Ana play, and bad. The difference between here and here, the difference between putting every single dart into a Reinhardt, the difference between throwing the sleep at the shield here in order to cross your fingers and hope you get something. Like, there's a lot of stuff here. Also, is there a rank at which you start trusting your team? You never trust your team. You just cross your fingers and hope for the best. Sometimes you can play around your team being stupid, sometimes you can't. So sometimes it's best to just assume they're going to do something smart. Sometimes you can actually play around it so that you can do small things differently. Yeah, well, it is RNG watch, it always has been. But if you really want to know what you could have done better in this fight, you could have won it for your team. Quite frankly, you could have won it. And I do go easy on people a lot of the time, but when I see every single Ana mistake in one fight, surely I have to point out that you're doing literally everything wrong. It's not like you've been fucking up the entire game, but you've, like, just all the mistakes have happened at exactly the same time that's lost you a team fight. As with everyone says, 80% of the stuff you do in Overwatch does not matter. That 20%, when you're in the middle of that fight or you're going into that fight, really, really matters. So we pocket the Rein here. The Nano, sure, yeah, why not? Ideally, you want to split up your nade and your Nano usage into the Reinhardt. Like, the Reinhardt can push for a little bit longer before you put the Nano on them. Remember, the Nano's a strong heal. Right here, I would have naded the Rein, said push, 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 push. And then when the nade was just about to wear off, I would have nanoed him. Because that still amps the Nano healing. We still get our extra heal. So it goes up to about 375. And that just keeps him alive. You nade him, 1 or 2 sleep darts, and then nano him. You don't just, like, naked nano when he's not even in the enemy team. You give him the ability to push forward, and then he pushes. Remember, they have fuck all to stop him apart from a sleep dart. Let's just cross our fingers and hope the sleep dart doesn't land. If they were playing like McCree or something else like that, it would make it a lot worse nanoing him. Sure, we'd nano something else, or we'd think a little bit more about a nano. But we don't need to think about it, we just need to pound it into the Reinhardt. Okay, well, main. Cool. We've got Grav. We've got High Noon. We've got Soldier. They've got nothing apart from Nano soonish. They're on Reaper now. Cool, they got Valk soon as well. What is the win condition? We throw our nade into the Grav. That's the win condition. Okay, so I would probably not be on main here. I'd probably be round here attempting to stealth a nade into the Grav. I'd do the risky play here. Grav. It wouldn't have mattered. They push the Reinhardt shield enough so that you actually manage to get a nade in. Or maybe you don't, I don't know. There you go. Nade comes in, insta-kill. Sucks that she missed more. But why are we so close? Why aren't we like holding back here? So this sightline right here is danger. This is danger from here to here and everything in this angle. That's scary because you take the whole of this sightline and people will just, like, Hanzos love just shooting arrows down this corridor because occasionally you hit a headshot. Just occasionally. Like, they love doing it. So why aren't we just holding either here or back here and closing that angle? Why are we opening it? Let's go back a tiny bit. Like, I get why you push out right to anti, but you don't need to. You can literally just, like, poke yourself out, anti through there, onto this spot here, and then I probably would have kept opening the angle to, like, hide from the Hanzo. But you kind of, like, just, like, walk around. Oh, God, Anna, what happened to you? Anna, please. Anna's actually an alien grandma. Yeah, you should have kept opening the angle instead of just staying in the Hanzo spot. You actually take 2 arrows from the Hanzo, don't you? 2 arrows from a Hanzo in a row without opening the angle onto him? Yeah. Basically what you do is you force them to come around the corner in order to start shooting at you instead of being able to shoot at you from their backline. And then when the Hanzo comes across here, you sweep back left when you see the Hanzo. Down the pocket of the Reinhardt. But that Hanzo's the thing that threatens you, nothing else on their team. So you can just, like, play based off him. If they were on McCree, if they were on Soldier, stuff like that, you still would think about that. You think about both of their positions. But this is, like, how in-depth positioning on Anna goes when you get to higher ranks. If you hadn't died there, you have a massive healing advantage. I think you just win this fight again. Yeah, I think you just win it. And I do get it. Like, you told me you're on 200 millisecond ping. That sucks. But I can't give you free passes because of it. By the way, this is what happens when you upload me a 24-minute game. Eventually, Eventually, I'm just going to have to go ham on you. Like, Anna is one of the characters with the most things you can do wrong in such a condensed period of time. I think Anna's also one of the most interesting characters to review. That's why so many people ask for reviews on it, and that's why so many people like the reviews on it. But it does sometimes seem like beating a dead horse when you do these reviews over and over on Anna. Nade used to do what? I think you're trying to heal up the Sigma, but the Sigma is fine behind his shield. Your nade is your most important cooldown in the game of Overwatch. It's very, very important. We don't just throw it out to heal up random splash damage on people that are safe. We use it to save someone's life or murder someone. We don't use it for anything else. And murdering someone does count as getting any anti basically in the game. Antis are so ridiculously strong. Oh, they're on Bastion. Okay. Oh. When they're on Bastion, we just go like this. Go and you. And then we just throw in a sleep when we think their shield's going to break or drop. Or save someone and murder someone. Yeah, well, if you can get a twofer, you get a twofer. Yeah, I just take the longest angle I can take while still healing onto this Bastion. I'd probably go behind boxes and sleep from left. Against Bastion, you just take longer angles and then throw in the sleep and the anti, and you generally kill him. Anna's very strong against Bastion. Instead, what we're going to do, if we're going to pocket our tanks and cross our fingers they do something, yeah, we trust our tanks. The answer is we don't trust them. Like, sure, there's a tourbillon there, but you've got a sleep dart anyway. Like, you're safe on the tourbillon, let's be honest. And the chances of you knowing he's there before he actually started shooting you, I don't think you did. That was early. The Genji still had like half a second of stun before he can actually use that. Yeah, look at this Genji. This poor Genji literally just gets revived. He's nanoed before he can even, like, before the animation's even on him. I actually think that's glitched. You can't see the animation for nano for per person. Yay, go Genji. Doesn't see the Mercy. Cool. How are you supposed to play against a Bastion in low ranks? You're not supposed to. Don't go junk and spawn in a position he can't see you from. That works. There's loads of ways to kill Bastions. Just Google Overwatch University Bastion. You're going to get 50 million posts about it because everyone complains about it. Are there any strong tactics? Because equally to that, I've nearly always lost. You just take angles. You just need a poke comp. Bastion hates things being around him. He loves things being in front of him. So the main thing is to not be in front of him. High ground. Going around. Like if you're on Junkertown second is death for Bastion. Also that Junkertown bridge on first is death for him. Like really, really hard to survive under it. All you have to do is keep the high ground. As long as you don't drop, you're okay. Roadhog. Anna. Zen. Like, all of this shit. Like, it's so easy to displace him. If you're on Ryan Zarya, Anna, like, Bastion should be easy to take out. I try to save my sleep and nade, but I'm bad at the game, so... Well, just... In general, I'd say if you're saving your sleep and nade and you still can't kill the Bastion, you should just be... You should just be taking different positions, I guess. If you're not getting value against a Bastion, use your positioning wrong in general. Oh no, they got beat boop. Okay, so against the beat boop, we just close the sightline because there's no point getting insta-killed. We don't enjoy getting insta-killed. My nose is itchy. And we've got Nano Blade, so use Nano Blade. Don't use Nano Blade before he's ready for it. I've got the feeling from this game that you weren't communicating with the Genji at all about Nano Blade, and you just kind of put it on him whenever. You see the animation go for the Nano there? Crazy. Now, let's cross our fingers Genji does something. Genji, please! Oh, they got a Bastion. Well, forgot about that. Sometimes Genji needs to be told to do the thing. Yeah, quite a lot of the time Genji needs to be told to do the thing. That do be true. It's kind of a bit demoralizing. I started the night with barely any VODs to do, and 5 VODs have been submitted during the evening. I'm gonna have to do something about this. I cannot keep up with the amount of VODs people are requesting. It's okay, dude. It's me not sorting out the system more so than anything else. Hey, we got an anti. We just frustrated him. Cool. Microsoft Forms? Why do you keep saying Microsoft Forms? You said it before. How does Microsoft Forms help us? Maybe close it for a week? Yeah, but then people will forget about me. People are fickle animals. I think 1 VOD or 2 weeks would be enough. Yeah, I think 2 weeks would be fine. I think just doing some kind of like subscriber like priority queue for VODs would also be quite reasonable for people. I mean, I don't think anyone's going to complain about people that give me money getting the priority, and then I just do the other ones when I can. Daft Cookie, you're done. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 left. Cool. Did you review Gexvod? I'm not sure. No, I haven't done Gexvod. I didn't get around to that, my dude. Sorry, mate. Tesco VOD is 10 minutes. It is 10 minutes, but I started this stream 3.5 hours ago. I need to have dinner. I'm not staying around for more. I'll happily do Tesco's tomorrow night. I might just limit it to like 3 VODs from the Discord per evening. But yeah. Definitely some kind of system has to be put in place. Thank you very much, everyone, for coming. It's been lovely. I hope you have a good evening / morning, wherever you are. Much love. See you around. Toodaloo.